Hi there, I'm Mark Blomley. Welcome again to the Coaching Business Secrets podcast. I'm your host each and every week. This is our first one for the new year, so welcome along again. As I said, I'm Mark Blomley. For those that are watching this on YouTube, there's actually some slides to go with this, but don't worry too much if you're just on the podcast because there's only like 3 or 4 slides anyway, so it's not a big deal. And I'm just going to work through this today. So the topic of today's podcast and video for today is getting clients for your new business. Basically, these strategies work whatever stage of business you're at. But what I find, and obviously what's really applicable to people that don't have many clients yet, and generally they've got more time. So what you can generally do when you've got more time as someone that's running a PT business or a coaching business is when you've got that more time, you fill it with things that aren't going to build your business. What I want to show you today are the 3 key things that you can literally just fill your time with. And if you spend time on these 3 things, you're going to build your business quickly and you're going to build your business sustainably. And that's what it's all about. What we want to see from our businesses is to be able to literally get to the point where we're just relying on word of mouth advertising because we've developed a really strong brand, and that is one of the key things. So, the 3 strategies to put your business on steroids and grow your business quickly. As I said, you can do these at any stage, and the more of this you do, the quicker you will grow. So firstly is lead generation. Secondly, we've got actively seeking new business. And strategy 3 is long-term branding. So let's go deep dive into each of these, and I'll just break these down a little bit. So lead generation is the act of generating new leads for your business, usually through advertising. Now, when I speak about this with my clients, generally what we're speaking about is our online sales funnels that are bringing new leads into the business. So we're setting up generally Facebook or Google advertising or a bit of both, and that's driving through to a squeeze page to generate a lead. And from there, we want to take those leads, get them on the phone or get them into an appointment, get them in front of us, and really work those leads to new business. It's pretty much as simple as that. Lead generation can extend also out to putting stuff in newspapers, all that off traditional offline stuff as well, billboards, anything that's going to promote someone to get on the phone, get on a website, or basically either ring you up or contact you, or them putting details in so that you can go contact them. That's what lead generation is about. The more time and money we plow into this, obviously the more leads that we're going to generate, and ultimately the more business that we're going to be able to do. So that's a really important one. It's something that everyone should have set up at all times. And the better your lead generation system, the more leads you're going to get, and ultimately the quicker your business will grow. Obviously, in those early stages, there may be a limitation around how much money can actually be invested from an advertising standpoint. That's not going to necessarily hold you back. It's looking at how can we get free traffic or traffic that's not going to cost us too much to our website, converting and that sort of thing. Or the alternative is, and I make this a key point for any of my clients that I'm working with, is that if we want to be able to advertise, but we don't have a lot of money, the key thing that we need to do is look at what we're actually selling straight up to the consumer. So yeah, we might be selling a free 7-day trial, but after that time, how can we take that lead and really make sure that we're paying for the advertising that's actually converted that person in the first place? So it might cost us, say, $200 to sign a new person up. To get a new sale, it's going to cost us $200 to have that person sign up. If we can get them to commit to spending $200 or more, then they've effectively made themselves profitable. And that's what we really need to look at in that lead generation process. And that's how you be competitive. That's how you can really get your business to the next level and really take advantage of advertising from a lead generation standpoint. So that's strategy number 1. Strategy number 2 works really well with strategy 1 as well. And this is where you actively go out and seek new business. This involves generally cold or going to your warm market, directly approaching the target market, either online or offline. So what I highly suggest there is doing a little bit of a network marketing style thing, is writing down the list of basically your warm contacts, people that you know, breaking those down into who is actually going to be a good fit for your business. And then it doesn't have to be I certainly don't recommend having a really gung-ho approach, but it's really getting in contact with them, seeing what they do, re-establishing that relationship, letting them know about what you do, and seeing if they can help in any way, either referring you business or potentially it's them signing up themselves. So really starting to do that. Once you've done that on a B2B standpoint, obviously that may not work. You may not have too many contacts in the area that you're going after. But B2B, we literally know who we're targeting. So what you can generally approach those people online or offline. And a strategy that I really like to use and recommend to people here is if you've got the ability to, if you've got a lot of time and you're really starting off, but you want to make your business grow quickly, offer to work for free initially. Show them results, get them the results, and then from there, you're so likely to convert them into new business. So that's definitely one to think about. This is the strategy 2. I definitely think is one that if you've got a lot of time, you can plow a lot of time into. If you don't have a lot of time, then this is one that's you'll minimize in what you actually do. Because generally lead generation is key one to focus on first, and then this actively seeking new business can come from there. Strategy 3 is the long-term play. This is what I was talking about right at the beginning. It's becoming the go-to person in your niche or location because of the goodwill of your brand. How do you develop brand? The way you do that today is a lot of educational, really entertaining posts through the key social medias. And it's being consistent, and it's doing high volume of this sort of branding or content out on as many platforms as you can do, targeting the people either within your niche or within your geographic location, depending on your business, and putting that out on a regular basis and becoming known as the go-to person. So this takes time. You may not see you might not see any business from this for 6, 12, 18, 24 months. That's not the point. You need to get this stuff in place now. Start to develop it. And look, as I said, you may not see any followers. You may not have your content liked or seen by many people, but it's about that long-term play. It's about getting it in place, putting it out there, and then after a while, you'll notice that people start to listen. You can start to see what they resonate with. You start to make more of that stuff, and that's the way that you develop that long-term brand and become that go-to person in your niche or location. So just to wrap up again, the 3 key strategies to put your business on steroids is to make sure you're doing lead generation. Strategy 2 is to actively seek out new business. And strategy 3 is to develop long-term branding by putting out great content. Thanks for joining me today, guys. As always, it's great to have you along. Please, if you need any assistance from me, please feel free to reach out. Go to my website, marklongley.com.au. I have an awesome free webinar coming up, particularly for those that are looking to grow and scale their personal training businesses. However, the content within that is going to apply to any coaching businesses as well. That you can access that through my website on all of through the podcast or YouTube channels. You'll be able to click straight through and register to that. It's coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm so excited to be able to share that topic with you. It's something that's so close to my heart. It's something that I just see so many people struggling with, is to how to grow and scale, how to get through each level and really get their coaching businesses to the level that they desire. And that's really what I want to share with you. As I said, it's free. Come along, and I can't wait to see you there.